Zodiac signs and their biggest turnoffs. Check timeline for your zodiac sign. Aries. Your biggest turnoff is predictability mixed with emotional games. You lose interest the moment someone becomes too available, yet you're equally irritated by people who play hard to get in a calculated, strategic way. What you want is tension, not manipulation. If someone has no life outside of you, no goals, passions, or independence, you disengage quickly. You need to feel chosen, not depended on. At the same time, being ignored entirely frustrates you and kills attraction. When boredom creeps in, you may even stir conflict just to feel something again. What truly holds your attention is someone independent, emotionally present, and slightly unpredictable. Show Aries that you have your own world, and they'll want to step into it willingly. Taurus. Your biggest turnoff is being controlled or aggressively confronted. While part of you may secretly enjoy guidance or dominance, you absolutely hate being forced or pressured. Push too hard, and you shut down emotionally. Loud conflict, chaos, and people who thrive on drama exhaust you. You prefer slow, calm conversations where issues are handled gently and with respect. Another major turnoff is low self-esteem. You sense insecurity instantly, whether it shows up as arrogance or excessive timidity. You're drawn to grounded people who know their worth. Emotional games, volatility, and fragile egos drain you. What you truly want is stability, quiet strength, and someone confident enough to stand beside you without needing constant reassurance. Gemini. Your biggest turnoff is intellectual rigidity. You can't stand people who lack their own opinions, but you're just as put off by those who believe they're always right. Closed-mindedness kills attraction instantly. You value curiosity over credentials and relevance over status. Someone who hides behind titles or acts superior is more likely to become a joke than a partner. You're drawn to people who think creatively, stay informed about their immediate world, and engage with ideas that actually matter. Polished but pretentious does nothing for you. To keep your interest, someone must be mentally alive, adaptable, and willing to evolve. Stagnant thinking is the fastest way to lose you completely. Cancer. Your biggest turnoff is emotional inconsistency paired with emotional ignorance. You're intimidated by people with non-stop social lives, yet once someone becomes passive or stagnant, you lose interest and may stir emotional tension without realizing it. What truly shuts you down is a lack of emotional awareness. Missing subtle cues, avoiding clear communication, or leaving plans undefined feels like rejection to you. You also can't stand emotional shallowness or humorless personalities. You're far more perceptive and playful than people expect, and superficiality bores you quickly. If someone can't read the room, engage emotionally, or connect beyond the surface. You retreat quietly and emotionally. Disengage to protect yourself. Leo. Your biggest turnoff is being made to feel ordinary or easily replaceable. You don't settle, and you don't want someone who does. You're attracted to people who feel exciting, confident, and slightly out of reach, but never arrogant. If someone is always available, responds instantly, cancels plans for you, or becomes clingy, your interest fades fast. That level of predictability feels insecure and dull. You need stimulation, independence, and mutual admiration. Another major turnoff is being treated as interchangeable. If someone fails to make you feel special, chosen, or valued uniquely, you emotionally check out. You want intentional love, not convenience or lazy attachment. Virgo. Your biggest turnoff is intellectual dishonesty. You're not attracted to people who blindly accept information, but you're equally repelled by those who think they're too smart to listen. You value critical thinking paired with humility. While smooth social types may intrigue you, entitlement and fake intelligence ruin everything. Pretending to be thoughtful, mimicking intellectual culture, or following trends without substance is an instant deal breaker. You respect effort, curiosity, and accountability, especially toward perspectives outside one's own experience. Someone who refuses to admit what they don't know loses your respect immediately. To keep your interest, a partner must be genuine, informed, and willing to grow without ego or performance. Libra. Your biggest turnoff is social embarrassment and emotional imbalance. You crave harmony between closeness and lightness. Too distant feels cold, too intense feels suffocating. Public embarrassment is unforgivable to you, even if you don't confront it directly. Emotional outbursts, inappropriate oversharing, or awkward behavior in social settings make you quietly withdraw, sometimes permanently. You also lose interest in people who lack charm or emotional awareness. Being overly conventional or socially tone-deaf feels uninspiring. You're drawn to people who understand flow, timing, and atmosphere. Reading the room matters deeply to you. Attraction thrives when someone brings ease, elegance, and emotional intelligence without tipping into chaos. Scorpio. Your biggest turnoff is fakeness in any form. You don't care what someone does or who they are as long as they're honest about it. Trying to impress you with status, influence, or clout backfires immediately. You're only drawn to success when it doesn't define someone's entire identity. Power dynamics matter deeply to you, and pretending they don't exist feels dishonest. You're fascinated by nuance, influence, and emotional truth. When someone denies depth, avoids intensity, or performs authenticity instead of living it, attraction dies instantly. The moment honesty disappears, so does your interest. You want real connection, not polished illusions or performative equality. Sagittarius. Your biggest turnoff is pressure of any kind. You're less interested in who someone is than in how they make you feel. And the moment expectations appear, you feel suffocated. Being pushed to commit, plan, or follow through, especially when it was originally your idea, kills attraction fast. Predictability drains your energy, and conversations focused on safety or long-term certainty bore you. You thrive on possibility, learning, and momentum. Dwelling on past mistakes or refusing to move forward turns you off deeply. What you need is freedom, openness, and movement. Anyone who clings to fear, regret, or rigid structure will lose your interest quickly. Capricorn. Your biggest turnoff is imbalance in effort and investment. You track what's given and what's taken, not emotionally, but practically. If someone constantly owes you time, energy, money, or attention, you see the relationship as unsustainable. You value dependable people who follow through and manage their needs responsibly. While you enjoy being needed, unpredictability and emotional debt exhaust you. At the same time, people who never need anything from you also turn you off. Usefulness and contribution matter. Relationships feel safest when there's steady exchange, accountability, and mutual reliability. You build attraction through consistency, not chaos, and trust through actions repeated over time. Aquarius. Your biggest turnoff is structure imposed too early. Labels, timelines, and expectations make you recoil, no matter how appealing they sound. It's not the plan itself, it's the confinement. You prefer connections that unfold naturally without predefined rules or roles. Being labeled or boxed into a relationship too quickly feels transactional. You want to feel freely chosen, not used for stability. Your social values are non-negotiable, and if someone falls into a worldview you've already rejected, attraction ends immediately. You don't adjust your beliefs for romance. Love must respect your autonomy, individuality, and ideological boundaries, or it simply won't survive. Pisces. Your biggest turnoff is sameness. You're not attracted to people who mirror you or share identical backgrounds, beliefs, or social circles. What excites you is difference, new perspectives, blurred boundaries, and emotional expansion. Dating within the same bubble bores you quickly. You're especially turned off by people who lack empathy for lives beyond their own experience. If someone claims to understand you simply because they're similar, yet shows little compassion for others, attraction disappears instantly. You crave imagination, depth, and emotional growth. Love, for you, is about transformation and crossing boundaries, not staying comfortably within familiar limits. Thank you for watching the video, and let me know your thoughts in comments box below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for all the updates.